Welcome back to Royal Blue Air, and today we're going to be doing a tutorial on how to fix your Saitek flight yoke keep ruining up the autopilot. Now, this is a problem that a lot of people have, and it can be a hard problem to look up on the internet for results, and I had trouble with it for a while. Like I think I talked about it in previous videos, but I found a solution. So my flight yoke is calibrated, so it's not going to look like mine is not working, but I'll basically demonstrate what it would look like. And then we're going to be talking about how you can fix that very easily. Now first up, go ahead and, I don't know, make yourself a flight plan, do whatever. I'm just going to set an altitude of 38,000 feet. And whenever you're setting the altitude, make sure you press it in so that little dot disappears and it's OP climb, because that could also be a problem too if your plane's not going up. Now speed match, I'm not going to worry about that. Same with heading, because who needs heading? Okay, I might need heading. I'm just going to put it at 260 because we're going to just be going in a straight line. Alright, now we have heading engaged, so now we're going to go this way. Now, I'm not going to mess with anything else. You can set up your own flight plan, blah blah. And I'm going to go ahead and take off real quick by turning my throttle to flex. And now we're going to disengage parking brake. And we're going to go ahead and take off. Alright, so now I'm going to engage autopilot. And now we should be trying to go up. Now, when you engage it, it may start working for a minute. And you may think, oh, it's working. I don't need to worry about autopilot being broken. Well, it's not really the autopilot's problem. You're doing really nothing wrong. You don't even need to set a heading or a speed if you want. Why is my plane shaking? Anyway, let's ignore that. That's not... Okay, it's probably wind speeds. Anyway, nothing's wrong with autopilot. You can easily set an altitude and autopilot would still work. And I have no idea what's going on with my plane. It is acting weird. Now it's not. Alright, now once you get to 10,000 feet, you want to turn the beacon lights off. And then, now, sometimes the autopilot's going to disengage for me, but for you guys, it won't. So, it's just going to start turning randomly, kind of like this. My autopilot didn't turn off yet, that's kind of funny. And it's just going to go all the way down. It could turn the other way too. And flight director's not going to try to balance it up again. So really, it's just going to go off target until you crash. Now, this is a big problem for everyone because people can get aggravated for it. And they might consider switching to X-Plane. So here's how you can fix that. Go ahead and exit out of Microsoft Flight Simulator. Just do Alt F4. Okay, now you're at your home menu. So what you can do now is you can go to the search bar. And then you can go up. You can go ahead and type control panel. And it might just show up right here. You click on that. And you're going to see all this stuff. You're going to want to click on devices and printers. Now once you're in devices and printers, you can go up to here and you're going to see flight yoke system. Now you have to make sure it's connected first. You don't want to disconnect your flight yoke. Now I'm going to right click on it. I'm going to go to game controller settings. Now this is going to pop up. And now you want to go to properties. And you're going to have this. Now, most people don't talk about this. And it's kind of weird. So, you're going to have all this. You can test out like what's working or not. See if everything is calibrated. But what we're looking for is the dead zones. If you don't have the dead zones option, and you might have something like calibrate or test, not test, probably like settings or something different, go ahead and click on that and you'll find a button that says calibrate. Once you calibrate it, the dead zones button should show up. So we're going to go ahead and click on that. And as you can see here on the x-axis, which is kind of how the plane turns, the red line could be over here or over here. Now, you want it to be centered where these two little knobs are. So you can go ahead and right click on this and unlink it by clicking it again. Now you can move these and choose where the red line wants to be. Now, go ahead and put the knobs in the center and link it. Now you can play around with it, see how it works for you, apply it. Now you can just go back, dead zones. It's going to be off target now, so we just want to nudge it in the middle and link it. And now we're going to apply, and we're going to make sure it's set, and the dead zones should be working now perfectly fine. No matter what you do now, it's going to work. So now, if you're having problems with the autopilot going up and down, well then that's going to be the y-axis, and you can do the same for that. And for the Saitek flight yoke, I don't think you need to do anything with the Z, X, or Y rotation. Unless you absolutely need to, you can go ahead and calibrate that too. So now once you're done, go ahead and give it a test, make sure it's comfortable. And now, we're going to apply, OK, and then OK again. We can close out our control panel. Now we can go ahead and start up Microsoft Flight Simulator. Now once you're in Flight Simulator, ooh, it's a little laggy, you can go ahead, start up the same flight or a different flight if that's what you prefer. And now we're going to test how autopilot works. Now, if autopilot doesn't work and this video was not helpful, you can go ahead and check out a video I will link in the description this time that basically is the same steps as me and how you can fix it and blah blah, same thing. But I'm sure you won't need it. So go ahead and go in world map, go down. I'm just gonna go to Denver because it has a easy runway. And we're just gonna go into it. And we're gonna wait. Should be pretty short. Ooh, this place looks fun. Alright, ready to fly. I'm just gonna change my weather real quick. I'm gonna just set it to AM. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna do the same thing. We're gonna set it to 38 or 37,000 feet. I'm just gonna set it to 38. I'm gonna click that in, make sure the dot disappears. Now we're gonna go ahead and set our heading to 80, because that's where the runway is pointing to. Now we can go ahead and set that. You should have OP climb and HDG unless you have a flight plan. And now what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and release the parking brake and bring this up to flex. And now we're gonna go ahead and take off.